Well, good afternoon folks, it's Paul here from All About Motorbikes. How are you all doing? I've just had Graham down Adventures with Woody, and we've actually changed his indicators now and put some nice new ones on. I will show you those ones, but at the moment we're heading back over towards Whitby and I think then on to Scarborough. And that's the Bowlby line. It was bought from British Rail years ago. I don't know which one it was, but they spent ever so many pounds on it, doing it up and restoring it for use. And the Iron Valley, Skinning Grove. Look at that view. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Now that's what I call a view and a half, folks. Like a little bit of a roller coaster road this, as it sweeps round to the left as well. And down to the left is the old Harbour Town staves. To the left here we have the turn off for Port Mulgrave, a nice little place. Though it was an actual port. They used to have a bit of a pier there that the ships you would dock next to, and the train line would run onto the pier and unload its goods. All gone now. And if we take the left turn off down to the left here, which takes us down to Runswick Bay. And as you come over the top of here, and it won't be so apparent today, but with the cloudy skies and the mists, and it's rather a dull day, but the view that you get from the top of here is absolutely brilliant as well. Just making sure I'm aware of where Graham is behind me. I always like to make sure he's okay. Part and parcel of being out on in a team ride. It's a shame because you can't see the North Sea, but the view over there is exceptional. It really is. And I don't know how well this drift is picking all this up, but it's a murky day. I do apologise, but I don't apologise for being out on the bike, and that's what it's all about. And this is live. I love these sandstone houses and that, and little cottages and that there. Well, you can vaguely make out, well I can vaguely make out the North Sea. And that used to be the train station. Has to be one of my favourite places. Sometimes you can't move in this town, mind, I will say that. And that view there is exceptional. Look at that view there. That is just a beautiful harbour town as well. And here we have Whitby Town Centre, Whitby train station. The train's not in. Some money's worth of yachts in this town. And these heated grips are on, lovely. And he's away. He knows his way now. I'll tell you what, his bike looks well. Yes, Tetley's a different bike now altogether. So it's 8 degrees, we've done 24 miles. Heading out over towards Scarborough now. Gonna have a coffee in our favourite place. I'll tell you what, Tetley goes bloody well. Tell you what, with his new indicators and things like that, he absolutely looks like a new bike. And for a bike of that age, it's got the best owner as well, because that man is will meticulously look after that bike and keep it in pristine, if not tip-top condition. It's like a new bike now. What a lovely day. An absolutely glorious day. It's overcast maybe, but that doesn't really matter. For me, it's just about being out on the bikes. As I often say, it really is just about being out on the bikes and seeing this, which is some of the most beautiful countryside that this country has to offer. We do live in a fantastic place in the north east of England. You've got the North Yorkshire Moors, you're not too far from the Pennines, you're not too far from the Lake District, and you're only a stone's throw from Scotland. You just can't beat being here. We're heading out now over towards Scarborough Way. We're going to have a nice cup of coffee in the famous seaside town of Scarborough. I mean, even the roads to Scarborough are beautiful. Some of these roads are absolutely fantastic, and if you don't want to travel the main roads, you can actually go off onto the side moor roads, and they are even more picturesque than what we have now. So we've got Graham up in front, who's overtaken me because he knows his way now, and he's going to lead us all the way to Scarborough. I've travelled this road for some years now, I must admit. I've had to turn my heated grips down because my hands are far too warm. Well, I've got to admit, since getting the Pan-European, Big Red, as I call him, as you all know now, I am really loving my biking more and more than ever before. I have got a lot to thank the gaffer for. He got me back on the road, got me out with some great guys, and enabled me to meet some of the best people that I've ever come across. And I now have one of the best friend I've got is Graham Calvert up ahead. What a lovely bloke. So yeah, I'm really now looking forward. We're all set now for Scotland. There's nothing more needs to be done. It's just a matter of counting down the days now till we're actually getting up there, and we're off. Can't believe it, can you? I mean, this time last year, seriously, we were under snow. There was so much snow about it. The beast from the east was rearing its ugly head. Look at this. We're out riding our bikes. It's 9 degrees. That's practically tropical for us, especially at this time of year. Now we're actually coming up to our favourite coffee place now in Scarborough. So we're going to take a coffee break and say ta-ra to each other, and then possibly go on our merry way. What a view, eh? What a view. Ah, it's a lovely day. Well folks, that's us. We've had a nice coffee and Graham's headed off now. And the next journey will be mine and his. My journey down to his, should I say. Put them back on 3. Some very, very beautiful houses in Scarborough. My wife was actually born in Scarborough. She was. Even riding at these slow speeds, it's actually quite enjoyable on a bike, which, you know, if you were sat in a car you wouldn't think so. Well, generally that's because it isn't. I mean, I'm not saying that everyone hates car driving, because there's a lot of people that love it. Some people are more like, because I've never been what you call an enthusiast about cars. I could never get excited about them, never have been able to, although I've had plenty of nice cars. It's a car to me, and that's as simple as it'll always only be ever a car, nothing more, nothing less. It's a means to get from A to B, whereas this is a means to get from A to B, but it's also my enjoyment. I do get excited about being out on a bike. I get passionate about being on this machine, or any bike for that matter, because it's a bike and it's absolutely fantastic feeling when you're on. It really is a fantastic feeling when you're on the bike. Yes, it was certainly good to see me buddy Graham. And he's on his way back. He's about an equal distance between me to home and him to home now from Scarborough. It's more like a central meeting point.
You know, a long time ago when I used to ride bikes, and I think we've all been in that stage where we were a lot younger, like a bit of speed, bit of a hooligan. You know, I would come down this road at a fair rate of knots. And now I think I must have been a very, very silly person, because I would be putting my life at risk doing that. I've got very conscious of doing stuff like that now. I've got so much to live for, and that's the thing. I've got a beautiful, and I mean a beautiful wife and 2 beautiful kids, and a great job, a nice house, you know, and some blooming good friends, and I don't want to die and lose all that when I've only finally got to where I've always wanted to be. It's nice, it's so nice. And I'm using the throttle grip now, see, as you can see, I'm travelling along and we're maintaining the speed, and I haven't got my hand on there, so I can leave my hand off. Yeah, look, hand off, and I'm travelling along. I'm not losing speed or anything. In fact, now I'm going downhill, I'm gaining speed, so... But my point is, when you're on the motorway and you're doing big miles, it's certainly worth investing in something that's only going to cost you £10. The item's £10, I think it's £2.50 postage, so £12.50 altogether for something that's going to save you a lot of trouble. Definitely worth it for me. There's a few things I've been writing down in my little book to so I can remind myself of what to pack when we do the North Coast 500, and one of the things I actually think that is one of the most important pieces of equipment to take on that is tie wraps. I think they've got multitude of uses, brilliant items, and I've got various different ones, so I'm going to be taking a good packet full of tie wraps, because you never know. Gives you so much confidence, this bike, it's unbelievable. It is one of the best bikes that I would say for touring, for long touring, and for being really comfortable as well. Heading back in towards Whitby now, folks. I love this view as you come in here. You can see Whitby Abbey up ahead, the harbour of Whitby itself, you know, the swing bridge. Absolutely beautiful, this place, and the lovely smell of fish and chips is wafting. Oh, it's gorgeous. The replica of the Endeavour, steel hull ship, made to look like it's wood. Well folks, I'm going to say bye for now, because I'm sure you've seen all this before, and it's been a pleasure bringing you along as usual, and it's been a great day for me also, because I've been out with my good friend Graham, and it's always a pleasure to see him. So from me, Paul, from All About Motorbags, bye for now folks, bye.